The Ballad of the Broken Stage. A tragedy in 3 acts, but mostly just tragic. Oh, gather round, my darlings, and let me tell you a tale so wretched, so unjust. It would make Dickens himself clutch his pearls and faint. This is the story of the Liverpool Institute for Performing Arts. Liverpool, a place where dreams go to die, where talent is crushed, and where the only thing more dilapidated than the facilities is the moral compass of the people running it. Act I, the rejection heard round the world, or at least my bedroom, picture this. You, a shining star, a diamond in the rough, apply to this prestigious institution, heart full of hope, soul ready to soar. And what happens? You wake up the next morning not to a golden ticket, not to a welcome future legend, but to a cold, robotic email that says, and I quote, not suitable, not here SY, not try again. Just not suitable, like you lay a stain on their perfect little institution. So being the brave soul you are, you call them. Surely they LL explain. Surely they LL give you something to work with. Wrong. The voice on the other end board, dismissive tells you they don't give individual feedback. Let me break this down for you, my sweet summer children. Why is this bad? Because feedback is the bare minimum of human decency. If you're going to crush someone else's dreams, the least you can do is tell them why. Otherwise, it's just cruelty for cruelty's sake. What does this mean? It means they don't care. They don't see you as a person, just another application number to toss in the rejection pile. How does this make you feel? Like garbage. Like you nothing. Like maybe you shouldn't have dared to dream in the first place. And that, my loves, is how you kill an artist's spirit before they even begin. Act II, the great scam of the century, or why you should just burned your money instead. Now let us say you do get in. Congratulations, you've just signed up for the most expensive disappointment of your life. The lecturers, underprepared, like they just Googled the topic 5 minutes before class. The facilities, dilapidated. Like a Victorian workhouse that hasn't seen a paintbrush since the Beatles were still teenagers. The support, a joke. If you dare to ask for help, you met with eye rolls, sighs, and the vague sense that you inconveniencing them by existing. But the real kicker, the industry connections they promised, non-existent. Why is this bad? Because they lied. They tricked you into thinking you'd be rubbing elbows with big names, when in reality, you're lucky if you even see a working microphone. What does this mean? It means you're paying thousands for nothing. No skills, no network, no future, just debt and regret.
The dark side of businesses near Liverpool Institute for Performing Arts. The area around the Liverpool Institute for Performing Arts should be a haven for artists, students, and travelers. A place where creativity meets convenience. But step outside the campus and you'll find a different story. The business is here, a symphony of disappointment conducted by greed, neglect, and incompetence. Let's start with Liverpool 1. Imagine a shopping center that hates you. Parking fees so high they feel like highway robbery, delivery bikes swarming like angry wasps, and staff who treat customers like criminals. One woman with mental health struggles was followed around by security, accused of stealing, without proof, without dignity. Others describe the place as dreary, boring, windy, a glorified Lego shop with no soul. And if you dare visit around Christmas, chaos. Parking spaces vanish, cars park wherever they please, and desperate parents circle like lost souls searching for a spot that doesn't exist. Then there's the Quarter, a restaurant that should be ashamed of itself. The food, a disaster. Pizzas with the consistency of rubber, pasta drowning in oceans of sauce, and steaks priced like they're made of gold. Except nobody tells you the price until after you order. One diner's lamb kofta arrived pink and raw, as if the chef forgot fire existed. Another was seated next to an open toilet door because, ambience, service is slow even when the place is empty, and allergies, forget it. One man was told he couldn't eat anything, at all, because the kitchen marinates everything in soya. The only thing consistent here is the disappointment. Now, Liverpool Club LLC, a gym that operates like a scam. Cancelling your membership, a nightmare. They'll bill you for months after you leave, send phantom charges to collections, and refuse to acknowledge your cancellation unless you bring a notarized affidavit signed by the Queen. The equipment is broken, the locker rooms filthy, and women report being harassed by men who pace like vultures waiting to steal their machines. The pool, the only redeeming feature if you can find it open. Berry and Rye, once a hidden gem, now just hides its shame behind overpriced cocktails. A discretionary 10 service charge slapped onto already outrageous bills, because nothing says hospitality like mandatory tipping in a country where staff are paid wages. The bartenders, selective. One refused to serve a woman because she dared ask where he was from apparently. Small talk is a capital offense here. And let's not forget the time they bragged about an employee working after being hit by a car. Classy, utility gift store is where paranoia meets pricing insanity. Customers report being stalked by staff who assume everyone's a thief, even after they've spent £60 on socks. Yes, socks, the humor here. Borderline offensive. Cards mocking poverty and sexuality sit next to £20 baubles, as if irony died and nobody told them. Urban calm Liverpool is anything but. Appointments vanish into thin air, deposits disappear, and lash lifts. A myth. One woman's eyebrows were waxed so poorly she looked permanently surprised. Another had her toenails butchered, cuticles hacked off, bleeding, as if the manicurist mistook her feet for raw chicken. Complaints are met with shrugs, refunds with resistance, and the only calm here is the silence after you walk out, vowing never to return. Finally, the Cavern Club, trading on Beatles nostalgia while robbing you blind. £5 entry for nothing. No seats, no bands, just the privilege of standing in a cramped room while security glares at you like you've personally offended them. Cash not accepted because accessibility is a myth. One visitor described it as an embarrassment to Liverpool, and honestly, they're being kind. The verdict: if you're near the Liverpool Institute for Performing Arts, pack a lunch, bring your own entertainment, and maybe a security detail.
The businesses here treat customers as inconveniences, wallets to be emptied, and patience to be tested. Some might call it bad luck, but when the same issues repeat across every establishment, that's not coincidence, that's a pattern. Travelers beware. Your money and your dignity deserve better.
I'm so tired, you know. I've been looking into crimes near Liverpool Institute for Performing Arts, Liverpool, and it's just so depressing. Like, I want to go there and enjoy the arts and music, but no, I have to worry about scams and frauds. So near Liverpool Institute for Performing Arts, Liverpool, businesses are like super friendly but also super shady. You know, like they'll smile in your face but behind your back they're taking your money. It's so wrong, you know. Like there was this one incident where a tourist walked into a souvenir shop near Liverpool Institute for Performing Arts, Liverpool, and the shopkeeper was like, "Oh yeah, this t-shirt is only 50. But really, it was just a cheap knockoff. The tourist probably didn't even notice until they got back to their hotel and saw the fake logo. I mean, what's the point of buying a souvenir if it's not even real? It's just so sad, you know. Probably the tourist was like, "Oh no, I've been scammed." And they felt so stupid, you know. Like they trusted this shopkeeper and the shopkeeper just took advantage of them. I bet the tourist was so angry and frustrated, but also sad because they lost their money. And what about the shopkeeper? They probably just laughed all the way to the bank, you know. It's just so wrong. And then there was this other incident where a food stall near Liverpool Institute for Performing Arts, Liverpool, was selling fake food. Like they were claiming it was organic and locally sourced, but really it was just cheap, processed junk. I mean, what's the point of eating healthy if it's not even real? It's just so gross, you know. Probably the tourists who bought the food were like, "Oh, I've been poisoned." And they felt so sick and tired, you know. Like they trusted this food stall and the food stall just took advantage of them. I bet they were so angry and frustrated, but also scared because they almost got food poisoning.